to lose another shuttle and another 200 minerals as well as the Reaver just down the drain. Oh, very careful. Oh, a couple of overlords there. Several overlords moving around the map, being met, but not doing enough damage. Dark Templar now out for Bisu, so maybe he's just switching from Corsair Reaver just maybe to Bisu build, but I don't think that's really just trying to send in the Dark Templar, see if he can catch EffOrt off guard, not having positioned proper overlords. Although there is overlord speed is already done, so even that happens, should be able to still micro pretty well. Is something coming up here? A bunch of overlords moving alongside, and Scourge now! Oh, trying to catch those Corsairs, but not going to happen. EffOrt just doing a pretty much overall good job. The drop now coming in. There's drop tech completely ready for overlords, all with Hydrisk. But meanwhile, that shuttle is going to move inside for Bisu. So EffOrt is going to drop meanwhile inside the base, and Bisu now being forced to return inside his main. He's going to try to defend as well as he can. Hydrisk are now inside of Bisu's base. We're going to see what kind of damage they're going to do. Poor probes are being on the line, but meanwhile, Bisu using this chance to just kill these overs is going to set down that Reaver. Oh, takes down quite a few Hydrisk. Nice job there, and there are still Zealots to support that. So. Oh no, another nice Scarab going off, taking down a lot of Hydrisk, another Hydrisk, the last two Hydrisk alive, and they're not going to be able to do anything. I don't think that overall that harass was very good. I don't think he really managed to do any real sort of damage. Meanwhile, this overall is going to get hit by huge mass of Stairs flying around all over the place. Wow. So, drop dangers from both players. EffOrt now at 4 mining bases, 3 gases, Bisu at 3 mining bases. Bases, 2 gases, sorry. And there are forces being planted all over the place. Meanwhile, Queen's Nest coming up for EffOrt. We're going to see if he goes for a quick hive here, or tries to do what Savior did and go for Queens. Again, another overlord being met, but no, Spore Colonies are now inside the bases of EffOrt, so he knows these Corsairs are dangerous, flying around all over the place. Dangerous. Meanwhile, Observatory going down for Bisu. So he might be expecting some lurkers, because of course there are a lot of Hydrisks down on the ground, so he knows he has to be careful in case lurkers come on the way. 2 shuttles now, both speed upgrade, flying around all over the place, and meanwhile a large force of Corsairs around. I'm sorry if you heard that bang in the background. Some people still using their leftover fireworks and you know, firecrackers. 5 gateways, no, 6 gateways, including the one inside his natural. Meanwhile, so far Bisu, and now these shuttles are moving in. We're going to see if they're able to drop. They are actually dropping on the ledge, so he's going to try to move out. He's going to drop there, try to backside, but there are Hydras there to meet them, and a Reaver as well as a bunch of those Corsairs for that Overlord. We're going to see if he has a Dark Templar alongside. That would actually be good, but okay, never mind. Nope, Dark Templar, just 4 Dragoons and 2 Reavers. Very good. Lurkers now out, though, and I don't see any Observatory, so those Lurkers going to be dead. Okay, never mind. The Scarab. Wow, Scarab still flying around, not doing anything. Complete duds. Now, oh, still Hydra is being lost there. Gotta be very careful. Those Lurkers are out of position so far. So, meanwhile, EffOrt trying to separate those Hydras as much as he can, and still another attack in another location going off. So, Bisu doing pretty well of splitting EffOrt's attention and also using those Corsairs to the best of his ability to take down as many forces as he can. More Zealots also moving into his base now. Gonna meet a couple Lurkers, then burrow just in time, and also some Hydrisks there. Although those Zealots are speed upgrades, so they'll be able to run over the place. Oh, and the High Templar is there. We're going to see High Templar dies before he manages to do anything. One storm does go off, though it manages, although, to catch only one lurker. Those lurkers position themselves pretty decently, although now Bisu forced to run in forces. Bisu has to be very careful at this point. Meanwhile, using this chance to take down a 1 o'clock expansion. More forces on the ground right now for EffOrt. I mean for Bisu, I'm sorry. He has a lot of Zealots, speed upgraded. Hive, meanwhile, coming up for EffOrt. A lot. Dark Templar alongside those Zealots, couple of Dragoons, nothing but Lurkers, and Hydra is down on the ground. Ooh, that Lurker with 11 health, spots that 1 o'clock base, and just gonna burrow and damage something. Or at least delay this as long as he can. Oh man, Dark Templar are running. There are Overlords there to meet them. Okay, that Lurker. Okay, more Lurkers coming in to meet up, and Bisu's attention also being forced away. That Dark Templar of Bisu's being meanwhile taken down. Lurkers positioning themselves pretty well. Observer is coming alongside. Is I believe a speed upgraded Observer, so those Lurkers quickly get taken care of. Some Hydras in the middle of the map. Yes, EffOrt has to be very careful because it's very dangerous to just leave your forces in the middle of the map. That gives your opponent scouting information. Hydra is being burrowed there, not being seen, so that also gives EffOrt scouting information. A lot of forces on the ground for Bisu. He has to be very careful here. High Templars, Zealots, Reavers, Dragoons, a lot of micromanagement has to take part, as well as that huge group of Corsairs. Shadow gets caught by the Corsairs! Ooh man, a lot of screaming of the Observers, and also, meanwhile, the High Templar gets taken down before it can let off any storms. Nice play there by EffOrt, doing as much as he can. Those 2 Reavers going down along with the shuttle, completely surprising Bisu with those 4 Corsairs that came out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Bisu now being forced to completely move down, trying to be as aggressive as possible, using those Corsairs group of his, take down 1 Overlord, then being forced back by those Hydralisks. Bisu was thinking of aggressive action, but quickly moved back. Bisu has to be very careful not to walk into a trap and being pincered, because that would be very bad for him. There are lurkers on the ground, there are high-risk on the ground, there are scourge on the ground. He has to be very careful. If he goes for another shot, he has to be very careful not to lose it. There is Hive Tech, meanwhile, up for EffOrt, and he has 3 evolution chambers, and I believe they are upgrading. Lots of observers, meanwhile, on the map. Bisu, of course, being very careful, probably knowing what's happening, trying to get as much counter information as he can. I think those zerglings at this point probably have been turned into cracklings, and we're going to see what how that changes the match. The followers should be out on the way soon, but I don't know how really useful. The followers here would be pretty useful because of their plague, but as according to Dark Swarm, would not be as useful because there are not that many range units. There are some Dragoons, another engagement coming down there, winning there by Bisu. There are almost no Hydras down there. Meanwhile, Bisu has taken his 1 o'clock base, and EffOrt's still at 4 base. He has to be very careful now. The Father's Man, meanwhile, coming up. EffOrt has to expand again. More Corsairs flying in, seeing if they have anything to take out, but they're seeing that there is nothing, they quickly fly away. Meanwhile, a drop now coming here. A bunch of Hydras dropping into this 1 o'clock base of Bisu is going to quickly take care of these cannons. The lurkers also alongside quickly take out everything. Meanwhile, a shuttle is moving. I believe that was downward. Okay, gonna backside this base here, but that's also going to be spotted. And meanwhile, Bisu moving forces inside of that base. That 1 o'clock base has been harassed. All the pros got taken down. The Nexus, meanwhile, does stay alive, and that is very important. So that expansion is being delayed, but still alive. The lurker's still there, just being stormed and gonna die. Meanwhile, Bisu's quick counter there was prevented by that one lurker probably and a couple of Hydras there. Bisu now back to setting up cannons, now forcing his probes back. Large force by Bisu. A lot of Zerglings, meanwhile. Lots of Zerglings, lurkers, and Hydras. The Zerglings definitely crackling at this point, speed upgraded as well. So we're going to see how this engagement goes. There's Reaver alongside there, takes several Dragoons down. Oh, Reaver, however, does go down. A bunch of Storms are going to be able to force EffOrt's force to go down. EffOrt, meanwhile, trying to go for a pincher here, but that's going to be a high extent of Storms. Lots of good Storms going off. A lot of red blood all over the place. Not very good positioning by EffOrt here. Losing a lot of Hydras. Meanwhile, using his Zerglings there. I don't know for what purpose, trying to apparently attack a temple there. I don't know what purpose that was. The Zerglings, meanwhile, gonna move up into that 1 o'clock base. That's mostly just a smoke screen trying to prevent Bisu from using that huge force to attack EffOrt's base, because EffOrt knows as he's defenseless for a little while now until he manages to rebuild his forces. Meanwhile, EffOrt needs to really take down another another expansion. Big bang in the background there again. Oh man, such a lot of action going on in this match. Another engagement down in the middle. Oh, some forces of Bisu being pinched by lurkers and Hydras, and Bisu now moving in with his main force, storming everything. Those cracklings are gonna engage a bunch of Zealots, but I don't think they're going to be very good. Another nice storm going off. Meanwhile, those Zerglings just gonna, oh man, die as they run in. Lots and lots of Zerglings being produced by EffOrt. And Defiler's also out now. Corsairs still flying all around and killing as many overs as they can. Preventing overlords is actually a very good idea right now by Bisu, because what EffOrt was really going to rely on is trying to resupply his army as much as he can. And just now, EffOrt is taking down a base at the 4 o'clock. And that did get spotted. Another engagement here. Zerglings doing a pretty decent flank attack. Those lurkers are moving in just a little bit too late, but I think this is a pretty good pinch. The lurkers going to move in, going to force these forces to back off. They're nothing but Archons, and the Archon goes down. Meanwhile, this base is going to be harassed by a Zealot there, and those Zerglings apparently did manage to get cleaned up, although there's still quite a few of them in the middle fighting around. And the shuttle now going to go in, probably going to force on this base, maybe not. Oh, Scourge just not managing to catch that shuttle. The shuttle is going to go right into this base. Has to be very careful, though. There is a Sunken there, as well as a Spore, and it's a High Templar. Oh, it doesn't do that much damage. Only 1 kill. So, good reactions there by EffOrt. Meanwhile, taking down that Zealot. Not going to go down. Almost got taken out. Has 4 kills so far. Took down 4 Zerglings that met against him. It has 4 health and 4 shields. I'm just going to continue harassing this hatchery, do as much damage as he can. EffOrt really needs to save this hatchery. Should really send down. The Corsairs are being taken down. 1 Corsair being taken down by those Scourge that were sitting there. Forces out in the field for both players in the middle. Okay, EffOrt's canceling that hatchery as soon as he saw that it was probably going to go down as soon as it came up. So trying to save as many rolls as he can. Okay, 1 Spore Colony going off on that shuttle. Bisu has to be very, very careful with that shuttle. Doesn't want to take it on. Another engagement coming here. Archon, Dragoons, as well as Zealots meeting those Hydras and Zerglings. They're going to force them back. A Plague goes off on only 5 Dragoons and 1 Zealot, though. So that's not an extremely successful Plague. Has to be very careful EffOrt here. Use his Plagues better than that, and then just do some serious damage. Engagement coming in again. Bisu moving down with another nice storm. Just always so much red blood. Why am I getting confused? Again, the Shadow moving in. Again, sending in the High Templar. A few more kills this time. 2 more kills. And meanwhile, the Shadow does go down. And the two High Templars were trying to morph into an Archon, but get killed by the second column before they managed to do so. Another Overlord here going down. Meanwhile, those 2 Corsairs, one of them goes down at least. Dark Templar now out in the field with an Observer, and Lurkers being caught by them. EffOrt not paying attention, losing 2 Zerglings to that. Oh man, losing 2 Lurkers to that Dark Templar. Ooh man, that's gotta hurt. At this point in the match, that's gotta hurt. Just randomly using force because you're not paying proper attention. Or just, well, the Dark Templar are invisible. He didn't have any Overlords there. You know what Bisu using is, wow, expanding on 9 o'clock, and Corsair moving into this position here at the 4 o'clock.